Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany Benson, one part of Team Benson, and today, instead of doing a medicinal Friday, we are going to just kind of go over what's going on in our gardens right now because we are in a drought and we also have been in 116 plus degree temps. So I thought it'd probably be more beneficial for a lot of my viewers to kind of take you guys through my garden and kind of see what's going on and what I'm doing. So let's go back to this morning. All right, good morning guys. I am out here fresh and early in the morning to kind of see if there's any destruction in my garden after it has been 118 degrees for like a long time, it feels like. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look at it real quick, and I'm just gonna show you some things that I should have done differently. Alright, so first things first is I did not get the umbrella up in time, so I did see a lot of sun skull on this side of my lime tree. This is what happens when Arizona gets too hot. It kind of burns. So today, since we're also going to be, I think, 117, I'm going to get the umbrella up to be able to give this some shade. Now my little pickling bush cucumber plant is done. I was trying to wait for that last cucumber, but as you guys can see, something ate it. And that is because it's hot and, you know, everybody's looking for water. So this one is going to come out probably today if I can get out here before it gets too hot with some pruners. So guys, another thing, I'm not sure if it's just because of the type of pepper. A lot of times when I start getting into some of the things that are like not just the basics, like a jalapeno or like a shishito with, like, you know, regular leaves and stuff like that, then they tend to do kind of bad during the midst of the summer. And that is the case here with this candy cane. So I'm gonna keep watering it and see if I can bring it back. This one had got really wilted, and so I did have to water this one twice yesterday. I did it in the morning, and then I also did it in the late afternoon, and now overnight it came back. So I'm gonna get out and make sure I water it early this morning. And right here, looks like it died just in time because I have watermelon that I think I'm going to put the watermelon here and let it kind of vine up. Instead of putting it in the bed and trying to put it in there yet again, I think I'm just going to put it right here. But everything else looks really good. Look at that corn, guys. It's getting taller and taller every day. This is actually like almost up to my shoulders, so it's pretty tall, and I'm about 5'6". And we have the Armenian cucumbers finally starting to make its climb, so that's doing well. The butternut's doing good over there, and the cantaloupe's doing good here. The okra is doing really good. Let's see if we got some. Yep, we have an okra right there, so I'll need to go ahead and grab that. And then what I need to do too is start pruning the bottom of this cucumber plant. This cucumber plant's getting really tall, and it's actually growing taller than what I thought it was going to. So I'm gonna have to maybe pin that one up a little bit and give it some support. And then over here, the medicinal herb bed's doing well outside of the chamomile. Chamomile needs to come out from over there. It's getting too much heat. And then the midget cantaloupe is doing really good, including the little cantaloupe that's on it. Alright guys, I have another okra, and I am going to head inside, put this inside, and then I'm going to water and get dressed for the day. So here are the starts I'm going to be getting in the ground either later today or Sunday. I do want to make sure I get some compost so that I can put some compost down before getting these in. But I have loofahs here. I have some red okra here. This one is a sunflower. That is actually what that pot is for. And then I have some Malabar spinach here. And guys, this is the Malabar spinach that grew in my backyard. So I'm so excited about that. This one is a feverfew. I have just been up potting. It has taken forever to get to this point. I think I'm going to take it inside because that got a little hot yesterday. So this one's one that I'm trying to get up for the fall. And then I have some Chinese red long noodle beans that got a little bit of leaf miner damage, but all you do is you just squish it. And once you squish it, it kills the leaf miner. And then I have 2 watermelons. So that's what I have that is ready, mostly ready to go into the dirt. And so I'm going to take you guys inside and we are going to talk about what we're getting ready to plant. Look at this, guys. It only took 118 degrees, but my eggplant, this one is my oldest one, finally woke up enough to start producing some little eggplants on it. Finally. This one is about 3 years old. I was almost getting ready to give up on it and chop it down. Look at this, guys. It only took 118 degrees, but my eggplant, this one is my oldest one, finally woke up enough to start producing some little eggplants on it. Finally. This one is about 3 years old. I was almost getting ready to give up on it and chop it down. Alright guys, so as you can see, it was hot and some of the things that I had suffered, some of them died, but then some of them did amazingly well. And that's one of the things I really want to stress to you guys is that even though we live in a hot climate and it's like 1,000,000 degrees, it feels like outside, remember that people have been living in this desert and depending on this desert for life for years. So it's possible and you can do it. It just takes a little bit of tender love and care and creating the proper microclimate in your space. So even though it's 118, there's some things that we are going to want to get into the ground, which you guys saw, all the things that I had in my little start containers. Those things have been outside for the past 3 days. So they have hardened off, they understand they need to grow in extreme temperatures and they've accepted it. The ones that died did not accept it and then, defeat. But everything else like your loofah, your long beans, your watermelons, Malabar spinach was not sprouting in my grow room. It didn't sprout until I took it outside and it said, sweet, I like these hot temperatures, now I'm going to sprout. So, it might seem like we are in an extreme climate because yes, we are in an extreme climate, but people have lived here for thousands of years. So you guys can do it, just don't give up. And also make sure you're getting yourself a growing guide. I have growing guides linked down below in all of my videos because they're so important. Everything that's dying outside are things that say on this growing guide, don't grow at this time. Bush beans, even though I wanted bush beans and I wanted to prove everybody wrong, it's not gonna happen. It's too hot. And that's exactly what the growing guide said. So I'm going to put up a list right now of all the things that we are going to start because it's June 15th, which is a big day for us desert gardeners. So now that you know not all is lost and there are things that you could be starting, I do want to suggest to you guys to start them inside. If they're not growing inside, then bring them outside at least for part of the day and let them get warm enough to sprout. Or if you guys have a heat mat, then put some of them underneath, or put a heat mat underneath your grow mat, or your growing container, so that then it'll provide more heat for them if your house is too cold. But right now, with all of the droughts, with all of the fires, and with all the fun stuff that's going on, we have pest pressures, whether it is rodents or it is spider mites is another big one for us, but we have those pest pressures. And you guys want to make sure that you're getting your plants to a good fighting weight before being able to put them out. Normally I would say, yeah, go ahead, throw a seed in the ground and wait for it. But if you don't have the proper microclimate, or if you're already experiencing those pest pressures, then your little seedlings are going to be vulnerable. So it's a great time to get your seedlings started, and then with your seeds, and then get them to a good fighting weight, and then put them out later on when you have them in an area that's going to be a developed microclimate. So I hope that helps everybody. I will be back next week with Medicinal Friday on Friday, but until next time, make sure you guys are growing yourselves a garden, because even a small space can provide you with tons of food. Bye guys.